I really believe that so much of one's happiness comes down to the relationship that they have with themselves. And, there's this, we've all heard the statement that just like the goal in life is to be happy. Well, if the goal in life is to be happy, then the goal needs to be to get into the best fucking relationship that you can with yourself. And going from 47 to 48, I can honestly tell you that this relationship that I have with myself has only gotten more incredible, more loving, more respected, more like I respect myself more and more and more. I'm brutally honest with myself. And that's a big gift. And that's such an important piece to the whole relationship with yourself part because being honest is a form of respect, right? So when you're being honest with yourself, not only is it a form of respect to yourself, but it's giving yourself the opportunity to really get to know all the facets of your being, how you move, why you move the way you move, in a moment or just as a whole. And the more information you can get about yourself like this, the more that you position yourself to be able to grow and to change in meaningful ways, to allow yourself to evolve. That is one thing that I believe is crucial to keeping that essence of youth in your life. And that is allowing yourself to grow and to change. Because, even if you think about it, turn into water for a moment. Water that isn't moving becomes stagnant, right? It's like a little cesspool. We've all seen it in a creek or something, right? It's just water that's just collecting bugs and you start to see just things building off of it, right? Versus a running stream of water. It's beautiful, it's fresh, it's vibrant, right? And it's the same thing with your own evolution. If you're not allowing yourself to grow and to evolve, then yeah, you're still here, but you're not alive. And we are here to be alive. That's the experience we came for. I believe we are souls and we came to have a human experience. And a big part of that human experience is to let ourselves grow and to evolve. And, another big piece to the essence of youth is, for me anyways, it's never ever closing yourself up. Keeping yourself open, not becoming some cynical, negative person, some closed person. I think that's a lot of times what can really throw people off about my age when they meet me for the first time or get to know me, in the beginning. It's that I am very, very open and charismatic and warm, and it's fucking real. It's not a persona. It's just truly who I am. I've been through so much hard shit in my life, but I've never let any of it close me. I've only let it bring me closer to myself, and I've let it teach me things that have been important so I can grow, develop myself and become wiser, become smarter where it's important for me to become smarter. But no, not my love life, like no family shit from the, my earliest years. None of it has hardened me. I'm a tough fucking woman, that's for sure. But I'm not hard and rigid, right? I say this often on the podcast because the minute that you become rigid, you are fragile. You're breakable, right? Rigidity is just someone who's so stiff. When you're stiff, you're really easy to fucking break. Punch a pillow. It's one of my classics. Punch a pillow. What happens to a pillow? It could absorb the punch, but if it was a hard surface, If it's glass or something, it's really easy to shatter glass. So the more that you can keep yourself open, keep yourself from getting hard, and keep yourself curious, right? You're going through something hard. Instead of becoming judgmental, whether it's judgmental about yourself or the person, the circumstance, if you could stay more curious, that right there keeps you more open. It keeps you more supple. It keeps you from becoming a rigid, fragile, breakable person. The person who's rigid, that person looks old. That person could be 20 fucking years younger than me over here, and that person will look old. Because if you think about a child, the last thing that they are is rigid, right? A child is very open. So when we experience someone that has more of this open energy, especially later in life, it's weird because sadly most people do close in life, get more stiff. It's harder to laugh, right? Don't become that person. Make it so that it's easy for you to laugh. And by the way, I always understand, so let me just say this. I understand that we all have different lives. We all are experiencing different realities. We all have different hardships. I get that part. I don't come from easy. I don't come from, it was all set up so great for me. No, fucking not even. Okay. I have conquered and I still have to conquer so many challenges, just like anybody else. But I've had some pretty hardcore fucking shit in my childhood that would mostly close people, but it didn't close me. So I feel that I'm in a position to speak about this, not from a place where I just think that everything is so easy. So just do this. It's like, I get it. It's not that, but it's always a fucking choice. It's always a choice. You always have agency. You always get to decide what you want an experience to mean to you. You get to decide how you want to move yourself through an experience. You get to decide, does an experience get to become a part of your identity, or is it just an experience that you're having that you are going to somehow, make valuable to your life? So there's growth there. There is, anything of the sort that's going to help you accelerate and to evolve in meaningful ways in your life. That is always a fucking choice. I'm not saying it's easy, but I am saying it's a choice. So that's another big part of the conversation when it comes to keeping youth, as years come on. And another thing, I was thinking about this. So on my birthday, I went and saw No Doubt at the Sphere here in Las Vegas. And it was incredible. I have been there from the beginning of No Doubt's, fucking when they first came out, and Tragic Kingdom, and what an album, and holy shit, what a breakthrough band. I mean, they're really incredible. And I had not seen them yet in show. I've not even seen Gwen actually in show either. So it was a very, very special experience just because it was my birthday. It's Memorial Weekend, and the Sphere is incredible. If you've never been in the Sphere, you definitely got to go check this out at one point in your life. So I'm I'm watching the show and I'm watching Gwen Stefani, who right now is currently 56 years old. And she looks absolutely fucking incredible. In fact, I would say that I think her voice is even more powerful now. I think she really settled into her voice. I think she's embodying she's such a woman. And yet she still exudes that youth off of hers. First of all, aesthetically, I think she crushes. Whatever she does it the way it looks incredible. She looks incredible. I don't look at her and go, oh, look at what she's done. It's like, no, I just look at, damn, Gwen looks fucking good. And her energy on stage, her presentation, she just exudes fucking aliveness. It's hot. It's powerful. And I'm looking at her and I was like, that's what's up. That's what's up. She's 50 fucking 6. And she's exuding aliveness. And yes, why can't you? Why can't I? Why can't he or she? We can. Do you have to put the work in? Abso-fucking-lutely. Are you worth it? Abso-fucking-lutely.